All right, hey, what's up everybody? Landon with LMR.com. In this video, we're gonna be checking out SVE's Firewall Repair or Reinforcement Kit designed for Fox Body Mustangs. So this particular kit, it's really pretty simple in what it's doing. It's repairing or it's reinforcing the firewall area for the clutch cable as well as the throttle cable. And all along the way, what we have found with all the cars we've owned is that this area is prone to crack. And just so happened, we had two good candidates here at our facility to reference, one being a 1982 GT, which had some cracks kind of branching out from the opening in the firewall for the clutch cable. Kind of really a severe case. And then whenever you would depress that clutch pedal, you could really see that firewall flex. So that car was a perfect candidate for this repair kit. And then the 1990 GT, we call two-tone car here that we're gonna do the work on. To us, it looked like there was a previous repair. There was a bunch of seam seal in this area. So we actually had to remove some of that as well as manipulate the left-hand flange to get the brackets to sit the way they're supposed to sit. So just two good examples that you can reference before you go and purchase this kit. And I would recommend that you go out and look at your car. That way you can kind of have a good understanding of what this kit is going to do for your car. All right, so if we take a little bit closer look at the kit, again, it's pretty simple. The first bracket we're gonna have is the heavy duty bracket. This is the larger of the two, and this is what's going to reinforce the area around the clutch cable. Has all the correct bends as well as the holes for the provided firewall adjuster. The main plate is some thick gauge, heavy duty hardened steel. Got it powder coated in a really good looking, kind of a matte satiny black. The second bracket, this is kind of the supplementary bracket. It's technically optional, but if it's me putting it in the car regardless, this takes just a few minutes to install compared to the main plate. But this is the accelerator cable repair or reinforcement plate, and it does exactly that. It's going to give the accelerator cable flange something to bite to and reinforce that area. Next piece, this is the firewall adjuster. This entire kit was, the next piece is the adjustable firewall adjuster. Adjustable firewall adjuster, how about that? The next piece is the adjustable firewall adjuster. The next piece is the firewall adjuster. Other than all these goodies, we'll give you all the hardware to get this installed into the car. All right, so moving along here, two pieces that you'll need to have to go along with this kit just due to the way it was designed. You'll need an SVE double hook quadrant as well as an adjustable cable. If you already have those, perfect. You can just install these plates, keep on rocking. Definitely look up underneath your dash and see what you have to work with. You may have a car that has just a single hook quadrant. You're gonna have to take that out and install the double hook quadrant. You may also find yourself in the situation we were in. This 1990 GT still had the factory plastic quadrant. If that's the case, you're gonna have to put forth a little bit of sweat equity to get that double hook quadrant installed. That sweat equity is gonna include removing the front seat. That way you have room to lay down in the floor area on the driver's side. Remove your interior components from underneath that dash area. The 4 nuts that secure the pedal assembly to the brake booster. And then you may also have to drop that steering column for some added workroom. So once you have a clear path, you can go ahead and get the adjuster out of the car. Then you'll position your double hook quadrant and get all that stuff put back together. After that, then you can turn your attention to the repair plate. And then for me, I installed the adjustable cable at the very end. So other than the double hook quadrant and the adjustable cable, you'll also need either an electric or pneumatic 1/4 inch or 3/8 drive ratchet. We include a self-tapping screw for the main plate. And in order to get that installed in a nice, clean, effortless fashion, that tool is required. For you to try to do that manually, I don't see it happening. You're gonna sit there, you're gonna struggle. So make sure you have that 1/4 inch or 3/8 drive electric or pneumatic ratchet. All right, so now that we got all that cool stuff covered, we'll jump over here to the 1990 GT and get rolling. First, we need to reposition a few of the components in order to get access to the firewall. Go ahead and remove the 2 3/8 bolts securing the vacuum tree to the firewall. Disconnect some of the vacuum hoses for a clear path and then carefully position the vacuum tree out of the way. Reposition the wiring harness above the pinch weld to expose the brake line clip. Remove the 5/16 screw. From underneath the dash, disconnect the clutch cable eyelet from the quadrant. Pull the clutch cable pedal forward and unhook the cable eyelet from the quadrant. If equipped, loosen and remove the 5/16 screw securing the clutch cable to the firewall. Pull the cable through the firewall and position it out of the way. Make note of the position for the repair plate. This will only go on one way. Mock up the plate and make sure it sits flush against the firewall. I had to bend the left-hand flange towards the center of the firewall with a small adjustable wrench. At this time, I went ahead and removed the two 5/16 screws that secure the accelerator cable to the firewall. In our situation, we had to remove some seam seal from what appears to be a previous repair. A sharp razor blade and something to act as a scraper made easy work of this. If you do expose some bare metal, I would hit these areas with some touch-up paint. So back over on the workbench, we'll turn our attention to the main plate. There may be some powder coat in the small screw holes on this repair plate. If there is, thread one of the provided M5 machine screws through each hole to clean out the powder coat. So depending on the plate, you can either go from the front or the back side of the screw hole. Now we can turn our attention to the provided firewall adjuster. Apply a small amount of PTFE lubricant to the threads. Run it in and out to distribute it evenly across the threads. Back off on the adjuster so there is enough room to install the 3 screws. Align the adjuster to the repair plate and install the screws. Go ahead and run the adjuster until it bottoms out against the screws. Remove the brake line clip and separate the brake lines so that you have an uninterrupted path for the top bolt. Position the repair plate assembly back into the car and make sure the adjuster passes through the opening in the firewall. Give this one final look over to make sure the plate is properly situated against the firewall and that the hole lines up with the hole in the upper pinch weld. Insert the provided 3/8 bolt from the bottom of the repair plate up through the pinch weld. Install and loosely thread the supplied 3/8 nut. You don't want this fully tight, just snug. We're doing this just to hold the plate in place. Verify one more time that the repair plate is in the correct position. Whenever you're ready, assemble your electric or pneumatic ratchet of choice with a 5/16 socket and 6-inch extension. Place the self-tapping screw through the hole and start running it down. Once you feel it cut through the first layer of metal, back off on the pressure just a tad. Whenever it pierces the second layer, pulse the tool until the plate is pulled against the firewall. Whatever you do, do not over-tighten this screw. If you do this, it'll strip the hole. Go ahead and inspect the gap between the top side of the plate and the lower section of the pinch weld. Each car will slightly differ in this area, so install 1 or 2 of the provided shims to fill this void. For this car, we just need to install 1. Remove the nut, followed by the bolt. Slide the shim or shims between the top of the plate and the pinch weld. Reinstall the bolt and nut and fully tighten. Just for the peace of mind, I made sure the self-tapping screw was fully tight by using a plain old socket wrench. Now that the main plate is finished, we can switch gears to the accelerator cable plate. If you haven't already done it, remove the two 5/16 screws securing the cable to the firewall. Install the supplied speed nut on the left-hand hole on the main repair plate. The threaded portion of the nut will face towards the outside of the car. Position the bracket into place, slide the bracket between the cable flange and firewall, and loosely secure it with the provided M6 bolt. Reinstall and retighten the previously removed accelerator cable screws. Now you can fully tighten the M6 bolt. Feed the clutch cable back through the adjuster and hook it to the double hook quadrant. The cable eyelet will be positioned over the hook that's closest to the firewall. Turn the adjuster wheel away from the firewall to establish some cable preload. Check to make sure the clutch is fully engaged with light tension on the cable and fully releases when the pedal is depressed. Go ahead and reinstall the vacuum tree and reconnect the vacuum hose. Give everything a final once over and you're good to go. All right, everybody, so that's a wrap. This is a really good kit. Definitely much needed for the Fox Body Mustangs. And it's always crazy, you know, as long as these cars now have been on the roads or in the garages, you know, that cool fixes like this, you know, are finally making their way you know, to the SVE LMR catalog. Like I mentioned earlier, this can serve as 2 different things. This can be a repair to somebody that needs it, or it can be a reinforcement for added insurance to prevent something like this from happening in the future. I'll be the first to tell you, in kind of full transparency, if you have to install a double hook quadrant, that's going to consume majority of your time with this versus the actual reinforcement plate. But hey, sometimes that's just the nature of the old beast. All right, everybody, that's going to be a wrap on this one. As always, if you find value in what we're doing, please consider liking the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. And then until we see you in the next one, for all things Fox Body Mustang, keep it right here at the Real Enthusiast, LMR.com.